Thank you for coming, Miss Martin. I wanted to talk to you about the fire yesterday. It was apparently started in the science room. Were any of your students out right before the fire started?
No, all of them were there and accounted for, even Caillou was there. So, I'm assuming you already ruled Caillou out when you talked to him yesterday.
What are you talking about? I didn't say anything to Caillou about it.
Caillou told me he was going to talk with you yesterday.
He never did. Sounds to me like Caillou wanted to avoid getting caught. So he left as soon as he could.
I wouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Caillou's behavior has been improving, and the footage we reviewed showed he never went into the science room.
Well, I have no clue who else could have done it.
You never know, it could have all been unintentional.
I will certainly need to have a word with him.
Meanwhile,
Caillou, I'm sure you know why you're here.
It's about the fire, isn't it?
Yes, it's about the fire. However, more importantly, I wanted to talk about your suspicious behavior. I heard that yesterday you said that I asked you to speak with me, but I never asked such a thing. Care to explain yourself?
I guess you didn't watch the news last night then.
What was on the news?
I said on live TV I skipped school. Already got punished by my parents, so I plead the fifth on this one.
While I should certainly punish you for that, there is a more pressing matter at the moment. With how things are currently going, this is leading me to believe you started the fire at school yesterday.
Trust me, I didn't do that. I never even stepped foot in the science room.
I honestly don't know what to think, to be honest.
Miss Green, please believe me. I didn't do it. I don't know her, but I'm willing to find out for you if it will prove my innocence on this.
Actually, that would be very helpful. If you can find a way to prove that you didn't start the fire at school yesterday, I will not punish you. I will give you to the end of the week to figure it out. Otherwise, I'm going to have to assume it was you.
I will not disappoint you. Gee, I only have a week to find the way to prove my innocence. I have to figure out something. I'll call Denise. Surely she will find the way to help me.
Hey, Caillou. How are you doing?
Denise, I could really use your help. I'm sure you heard, but there was a fire in my school yesterday.
Yeah, I'm actually set to start investigating that.
So far, the principal thinks that I did it, and I can assure you that I didn't.
I suppose if you're calling me, you probably didn't unless you want to confess.
Yeah, true. But I was wondering if I can assist with the investigation. I've helped in the past.
I don't see why not.
meanwhile, when Denise arrives at the school.
All right, Caillou, we're going to have to look for some clues as to where the fire started in here. Take a look around and see what you find. Hey Caillou, take a look at that I found. There appears to be some skid marks that were left near the heater. Do you know if they were there before?
No, we were never allowed to move the heater.
Makes me think the fire may have involved this heater in some way.
Looks like this may be a good lead.
Now that I think about it, I remember hearing something about some group stealing heater around the area. I think Officer Jenny said something about it.
I was wondering if you knew her. I saw her on the news.
Good. Let's get to the police station and have the heater examined for fingerprints.
Meanwhile, at the police station.
Good to see you, Officer Jenny. Hope the investigation has been going well.
It has been. The fingerprints that were found on that heater are the exact same as the other ones, and we have linked them up to 2 Team Rocket members, Jesse and James.
So what's next? Can we go and arrest them?
We need more evidence. If we can get a confession or something, then perhaps we can then arrest them.
Gee, I wish I could help.
That gives me a great idea. Team Rocket usually targets edgy teenagers for their members. I think perhaps we can send you in disguised as a member so that we can get a confession.
I get to dress up as a member of Team Rocket? That's pretty cool.
You'll have to wear the wiretap so we can listen in, and as soon as we get the confession we can arrest them.
Awesome, let's do it. How do I look?
You could certainly pass for a Team Rocket member.
Great, then I should have no problem talking to Jesse and James then. So where are we heading?
There's a dark alley that they usually use as a meeting spot. I will take you there and see if you can find them.
Sounds good. So what does Team Rocket do anyways?
Team Rocket is a criminal organization. Not too far off of the Mafia. They do all sorts of shady business from what I heard, so they must have some sort of scheme with the heaters that they have been stealing.
What about Jesse and James?
From what I heard, they're sort of outcasts even in their organization. They're the ones that usually get caught if anything, but someone always pays for their bail and decides to remain anonymous.
Sounds mysterious.
Meanwhile, when Caillou arrives at the back alley.
Let's see here. Hopefully I can find them. I think I see them through this door.
What are you doing here? I wasn't expecting any other members to show up.
Yo, what's up? I'm here to be a Team Rocket member.
Are you sure you're at the right place?
Oh, sorry. Just a joke is all. The boss told me to check up on you guys to make sure you were doing things right.
It's going well aside from a few setbacks. I don't recognize you. Who are you and what's your standing in Team Rocket?
I heard he is a close contact to Giovanni. He fits the description. You don't get to question his authority, you numbskull. If we can pull this job off, we might finally get the raise and the recognition we deserve.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Let me do the talking here.
Fine, Jesse.
I'm so sorry for the rudeness of my partner, but everything has been going according to our plan.
Are you sure? Because I heard of a fire happening at a school.
Oh, yeah, that was just a mistake my partner James made. We were trying to steal the heater there, but we ended up knocking over some chemicals and had to book it without the heater.
I'd be real careful then. The cops are going to be all over you if you make any more mistakes like that.
Yeah, I know. Won't happen again. We can begin selling the heaters in a day or two.
And how much is the markup?
About 50% above retail price. People are going to be desperate for them. What, do you think it should be higher?
No, just want to make sure you're doing stuff right.
Yes, we will, and you can tell Giovanni that.
Right. I'll be right back.
I heard everyone. Nice work there, Caillou. This should be more than even evidence to arrest them and prove your innocence.
Yeah, I know. So glad I didn't get caught back there.
Me and Jenny will handle everything else here. I'll take you back to the school with the evidence to show to your principal.
Thank you, Denise.
Meanwhile, when Caillou presents the evidence to the principal.
Well, Caillou, it makes me happy that we finally know the cause of the fire.
Same here. I'm glad my name is being cleared for this.
So with that being said, you will not be punished for skipping school. I am willing to overlook that for your good deed here.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Green, for being so understanding.
I sincerely hope that you continue to behave, Caillou, and to help others.